Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll explain to you how to exchange the foreign driving license to Finnish driving license. What is the eligibility? What are the requirements? How to book an appointment? How long does it take to get the driving license? Validity of the driving license. Can someone drive a car or passenger car in other Nordic countries having Finnish driving license? And some important tips or important things to consider when you have a driving license and you are moving to Finland. Everything I'm going to explain to you along with the information and link in the description below. So stay tuned and watch the whole video. First of all, for those who are moving from EU or EEA country from the other European countries to Finland, if you have a driving license and you are in the member state, you don't need to apply for the driving license. You can use your own driving license from your home country to drive car here in Finland. You don't need to apply for a driving license. However, you need to apply for the driving license, exchange driving license when your driving license is going to expire. For example, you move from other country and you have a driving license validity is 2 years. For 2 years, you can drive here in Finland. You don't need to apply for the driving license. But before expiry, you need to exchange the driving license to Finnish driving license, and you only need a medical certificate. Other than that, there is no any specific requirement. And for those who come under the contracting state, for them it is important that they apply for the driving license within 2 years when they move to Finland. For example, you have driving license from Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, from the Philippines. You are included in the contracting states. You can exchange your driving license to Finnish driving license without taking any test, theory or practical driving test. But it's important for you that you apply for the driving license within 2 years. Once you move to Finland, within 2 years, you must apply for the driving license. If you're not able to do so, then you have to take the theory and practical driving test and need to pay for that. So these are the two important points to be remembered. Now let's jump into the driving license exchange and the application of driving license. First thing is check the eligibility. I have put a link down here in the description. You can click the link. It will bring you to the Traficom website where you can check the eligibility. But I have checked myself from the contracting countries like Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Philippines. And if you have a license from the Gulf countries like Saudi Arabia, Dubai, or Oman, these countries, if you have a driving license, once you come to Finland, you can exchange it to Finnish driving license. You just need to pay the exchange fee. They will take your driving license and they will give you Finnish driving license. So the first step is to check the eligibility. Once you check the eligibility, you are eligible to apply for the driving license. I'm an exchange driving license. So then you need a medical certificate. And the validity of the medical certificate is 6 months. Once you get the medical certificate, within 6 months, you should get the driving license. Because if you don't apply, your medical certificate won't be valid. And the fee you paid to get the certificate will be wasted. Step number 3, book an appointment with IO Verma to exchange your foreign driving license or to apply for the new driving license. I have put the link down here in the description below. You can click the link. It will get you to the IO Verma website. You need to use your banking credentials. Once you log in with your banking credentials, then you have to fill up all the information. Once you fill up the information, you will get the appointment dates. You can select the day, and after that you will receive the confirmation email for the booking of your appointment on that particular day. Once you book the appointment, then you need to prepare the requirements. What are the requirements? First, you need to bring your passport, Finnish passport or Finnish ID. If you have Finnish residence permit, you can bring your residence permit with you. 2 passport size photo, but it's not needed if you have Finnish passport or Finnish residence permit. Then medical certificate. In order to get the medical certificate, you need to go to the clinics, private clinics. If you want to go to the private clinics, there are many options. For example, the most popular is here Mehiläinen. They provide this service. If you need a medical certificate, you can book an appointment with them. You can pay, go and get the examination done. The cost is between like 100 to 200 euros. I have asked from my friends, some they paid 120 euros, others they paid 150. So it's like that. But for me in the beginning, I didn't have much information when I came new here in Finland. So I just went to one government clinic which is called Terveysasema. I went there and I asked a nurse that I need to apply for the driving license. So I need the doctor's appointment to get the physical test or physical examination done. So she said that you walked in, you have to wait. If the doctor is free, I will refer you to the doctor. So I waited there. It took less than an hour. and I got the appointment. I went to the doctor. She did a physical examination, eye test, ear test, and everything, and also the history, vital signs, blood pressure, everything she checked. And after that, once she finished, she gave me a certificate, a paper, like where she had mentioned that what examinations are done. Then later I received the bill by post. It was 60 euros, something like that. I don't exactly remember, but it was less because I went to the government clinic. But if you go to the private clinic, of course, it's more expensive. Once your physical examination is done, the physician enters your information in Kanta. If you use Oma Kanta, you can see also the information there. And from there, it will be referred to Traficom. They can see the examination results there. The fourth requirement is your original driving license. You bring your original driving license with you. They will take your original driving license and you will be given a temporary driving license, which will be in a paper form, a small paper like that. And that driving license is valid until you receive your original driving license. But you can use that temporary driving license to drive car, passenger car here in Finland and also in other Nordic countries. Once you receive the actual driving license, you don't need it, but you can keep it with you. The original driving license from your country of origin, for example, I came from Saudi Arabia. I had a Saudi driving license, so I submitted to them and it went to the storage. So if I want to go back to Saudi Arabia and I need that driving license, so I must surrender my Finnish driving license to get Saudi driving license. But if you don't need, of course, you can go with the Finnish driving license to your home country. It takes almost 2 weeks or 14 working days to get your Finnish driving license. Once the decision is made, your Finnish driving license is issued. It will be sent to your home address. So you can get it in your post box, in your postilaatikko. But if you live in an apartment, then it will be dropped to your door. Your actual driving license is valid for 15 years. After 15 years, you need to renew the driving license. So this was about exchange driving license. If you come to Finland, you have the driving license from your home country. You are in the contracting state that you are eligible to exchange your driving license in Finland. So go ahead and exchange your driving license if you don't have car. You are not planning to take a car or drive within a year or 2 years, but take the driving license, because if you don't take it within 2 years, even your driving license from your home country is valid. You cannot exchange the driving license. So you have to go for the theory and practical exam and you have to pay for it. And for those who wants to apply for the new driving license, for example, you don't have driving license from your home country, you want to take a driving license here in Finland to drive a car. So you have a plan to stay long term here in Finland, to work here in Finland. So link is here in the description below. So if you go to the Traficom, same requirement, you need to have a valid ID and passport. You need to get a doctor's certificate that you are fit to drive, you have no any problem, you don't take any medications that can affect your driving ability. Then you need to go to driving school. When you go to driving school, you have to pay between 1,000 to 1,800 euros to get yourself trained for the driving. But it's good that you already know driving. You have driving experience in your home country, so that can help you reduce some fee, because they charge for the different lessons. Like if you don't know the ABC of driving, so you need to take more classes and you have to pay more. And for practical training, if they need to get the car, to teach you how to drive, explain to you everything, so you have to pay more. Generally, it comes between 1,000 to 1,800 euros. That is the driving school fee. After paying that, you want to take the driving test, so you have to pay separately for the driving test. For the theory test, you need to pay something like 46 euros, and the validity of the test will be for 1 year. So within 1 year, you need to pass the actual driving test. If you pass the theory exam, but you fail multiple times your practical driving test, then you have to take it again. And for the driving test category B, you need to pay 110 euros per attempt. So if you go for the multiple attempts, you fail it multiple times, you need to pay more. Every single time you pay 110 euros, but if your driving instructor finds that you have some lacking in practice in certain areas, probably they will send you back to your school to go and get training again. So if you take those particular lessons, then you have to pay for them. Then it becomes more expensive. So taking driving license here in Finland is costly. That's why if you have a driving license from your home country, don't forget to exchange it. within 2 years. So this was about the driving license here in Finland. If I have missed something or you want to ask more about the driving license here in Finland, you can write down here in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer your questions. Links are here down in the description. This will be quite enough for today. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.